Good morning, students. My name is Rupinder Kaur, and today we are going to start with a new chapter, Democracy. Before going to start our chapter, have you heard the word democracy earlier? Yes, as we live in India, and India has the largest democratic government all over the world. You know why we have chosen democracy? Because we have diversity in culture, religion, and we have diversity in unity. Moving up further is history, the origin of democracy. Ancient Greece is viewed as the origin of democracy. It was a form of government where the mastership of the people is an absolute authority. This means the people have the right to choose their leaders and legislate whatever laws they want. An example, have you ever seen people gathered under a banyan tree? What do you make of it? Yes, you have guessed it right. It looks like village panchayat. The system starts early in 6th century BC in India, now known as a part of Bihar. This means democracy is also familiar in ancient times in India as well. Moving further is forms of government. There are different forms of government. Absolute monarchy means the rule of king or queen. In earlier time in India as well, we have the rule of king and queen, and the rules made by king or queen are beyond law and nobody can challenge their decisions. Next is dictatorship, means the rule by an unelected all powerful dictator. Absolute monarchy and dictators are above law and they are not at all accountable to the people of their country. I'll give you an example of a dictator. Have you heard the name of Adolf Hitler? Yes, he was known for his tyrant behavior and for his dictatorship qualities. Apart from this, here is democracy. Is very different from the rule of king or a dictator. It stands for people's rule, and people are involved in the formation of government and they are accountable to the people of their country. Moving further is types of democracy. There are two different types of democracy, direct democracy and indirect democracy. Citizens have direct political participation and it practices in states with limited population. Remember, where there is a limited population, there the direct democracy has been followed. Switzerland is the only country today where direct democracy has been followed. Another example is India. Gram Sabha or meetings of villages is also an example of direct democracy. Indirect democracy, citizens elect their representatives and then representative elects the head of the government or state. India an example of indirect democracy. Unlike the monarchies and most democracies, the head or president is also elected by the people. Such countries are called as republic. Thus, India is a democratic republic as we have both type of government. Moving further is meaning of democracy. The word democracy consists of two Greek words, that is demos and kritia, means people and government or power. It refers to government of the people and it is a political system in which people are given political participation. You can see the picture below that the people have the power to choose their representative by voting them. In ancient Greece, democracy did not grant voting rights to women and slaves, but nowadays in India, we all have equal rights to vote above the age of 18. New Zealand became the first nation to grant equal voting rights to all its citizens. With the passage of time, it accepts changes and similarities. So, this is how the democracy works. Next is why democracy most preferred by the countries. It belongs to the people power. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. This means the people have the right to elect and remove their rulers, and people have the right and duty to participate it directly or indirectly. There are fair and free elections. All are equal in front of law, from the President of India to a common man. There is no rich or poor in the in in the eyes of democracy. Moving further is democratic society. There is no discrimination on the basis of religion, caste, race, or place of birth. This means all men and women treated equally in front of democracy. There is abolition of untouchability and child marriage. Moving further is economic democracy, means all should be free and self-reliant in matters of earning their livelihood. All have the same earnings if they have the same qualification, so the wages have been given on the equal qualification. There is absence of all type of exploitation in the democracy. Democracy is also based on two important principles. The one is liberty and the other one is equality. This means the democracy is meaningful only if the citizens are socially equal and economically free. Thank you so much for the session. See you soon.